Let's fix this horrible view. Okay, so I can aggressively take a Llanowar Elf, which I think is perfectly defendable, because early green ramp is very powerful. I think Sky Sovereign is a flexible card that fits into a lot of decks, but I think it's slightly overrated on how good it actually is. Nothing else in this pack is, like, jumping out at me. I think the Elf is just the safest pick, so I'm going to take it. Take an Elf and see where we end up. Might have been right to take the boat. Boat is good. But I think in general it's a little bit overrated and not fantastic. Okie dokie. So I'm tempted to snap up this Mayhem Devil because I really want to draft the Sacrifice deck in this cube. I've not done it yet, and I do really want to play it, even though that would be a very, very aggressive pick. Kogla would be fine, Wolfwillow Haven would be fine, but I'm gonna try and force the issue and shove the shoe on my foot and see whether or not I can actually finally get there. I would like to play it sooner or later. Wow, this pack has some real goodies. Languish is quite a solid one. Lay Claim and Shark Typhoon, both very good too. Honestly, I think both Lay Claim and Shark Typhoon are the better cards of the bunch, so I can't make myself take a Languish that's not very good with Mayhem Devil anyway, to try and force the issue. So it's either Lay Claim or Typhoon. I'm not sure which one I rate higher. I think it's just about Shark Typhoon, but I think it's quite close. Start of the draft all over the shop. Okay, Patient Rebuilding, a very, very powerful card. Don't think we're passing that, especially when we've already picked up a very, very good blue rare as well. Could be like green-blue. Maybe we end up being more of a control-y shell with Patient Rebuilding if we pick up a lot of removal. We'll have to wait and see. Decent start to a deck, though. A couple of very powerful tools. I think this is a pretty easy Llanowar Visionary. Plays very well in all the green-blue decks we're ever going to make. Bolus Citadel, obviously very cool, but you need a very specific deck for it. Same as Grey Merchant of Asphodel, but I think this is a pretty easy Llanowar Visionary. This is a pretty reasonable start. I think we're unlikely to play this Mayhem Devil at this point, but I'll remember that it's there. But good green and good blue cards to start the draft. Let us see if we can keep it going. We can. I'm pretty happy to pick up Explorer in a deck like this as well. Nothing else stands out as being particularly interesting. Cast Out's very nice, but we're not white at the moment, so just going to take the pseudo ramp spell. Just like the ones I used to know. Slow draft again. People eating. Oh, Greenlander, what? This man has 6 of the 8 packs at the table. Dude, hurry up. Too busy eating and drinking at the same time. Oh. Okay, we have a pack. Nothing here stands out as being particularly powerful to me. The Christmas fly has returned. I don't know how he got in here, but he won't go away. Nimble Obstructionist is perfectly reasonable. Nothing like super exciting, but reasonable. I also think Pact to Negation is pretty reasonable in the green-blue deck specifically, because it can help you keep counter magic up while slamming one of your big payoffs. So I'm a fan of Pact to Negation. Gonna take this one. Try and make that work in my deck. This pack has nothing for us, really. I think I'm likely just taking Boon of the Wishgiver in case I need playables, but I'm not excited about anything here. So gonna pop that one away. The boat came around. That's not fair on the boat. The boat is better than that. We're not currently a great boat deck, but we could be. Okay, gonna take Sky Sovereign and see where we end up. Then this card is pretty defendable. We're gonna need some more bulky green idiots if we want to play it though. Bum 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 bum. Patiently wait for another pack to be delivered my way. There is a bit of a backlog at the moment. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Yeah, nothing massively exciting here. We'll take the Wolf Willow Haven. It's just like reasonable ramp if we don't get anything better. Happy to keep that one going. Wow, no respect for Lay Claim. This card is fantastic. I almost took it over Shark Typhoon. How are you not... Oh, I truly don't understand how this is not being picked up earlier. Elvish Rejuvenator, a huge pickup for us here as well. Some really good tools coming around very late for us here. See if we can put the pieces together in pack 2 and 3. Okay, this pack is pretty subpar, honestly. Teferi's Tutelage is fine, but not very powerful by itself. I think I'm leaning more towards Incubation Druid as just another 2-mana accelerant to try and move us towards some of the chunkier stuff we got going on. So let's take ourselves an Incubation Druid. Oh. Not looking like a great boat deck right now, but could still end up being reasonable. I hope whoever took the Grey Merchant ends up with the Phyrexian Obliterator that we just passed. Seems only fair. Wilderness Reclamation is very, very powerful. Christmas Fly. Go away. We're not great at using it right now, honestly. We don't have too much instant speed stuff, but we could fix that if we take it. Plays pretty well with cycling costs and Shark Typhoon. Christmas fly, please go away. Wouldn't mind some of the fixing. Disallow also fine, possibly, but very replaceable. I think Reclamation's powerful enough that I'm going to take it now and try and build around it just a little bit if we can. Pretty happy to start picking up a little bit of fixing here because we're picking up some good spells and not a lot of lands, so we'll take Katria Triome. Plays very well with our Reclamation as well. Tangled Forhedron is a pretty reasonable mana dork here. Nothing else in this pack seems particularly exciting, so let's grab this. Grab another 2 mana Acceleraton. So we want some big expensive instants. That's what we want. Chromatic Orrery again. People don't respect this card enough. We're not really a deck built to use it though, unfortunately. Christmas fly! Who let you in here? It's getting really annoying. I could just take Disdainful Stroke. Untapping this is very powerful, but we're definitely not going to be 5 colours or anything at this point. I think I'm just going to take Stroke. It's a shame, because I would like to use the Orrery, but I don't think we can. This pack doesn't have anything nice for us either, really. We really need an expensive instant or two to kind of tie this together. Maybe a little bit more removal. I think Bala Ged's Recovery is acceptable. Plays well with like Pact, Stroke, Explore. That's about it, to be honest. I guess Shark Typhoon cycling these early. Yeah, okay. Take Bala Ged Recovery. I will happily take a Tezzeret. I kind of want Escape to the Wilds, though. I do have 1 red land already. This is pretty darn good in a deck like this. Passing the Steam Vents, though, to take it, when I could just take a Tezzeret. I think Tezzy is good enough that I'm not going to take Escape, but Escape is definitely the better card in this deck. Should we have had a couple more red lands already? Alright, Magma Quake is pretty absurd with Reclamation, but it doesn't play great with our mana dorks. I think I'm just going to take the dual land here. Thragtusk is very replaceable. Would rather just grab another Temur infused land. Give us some options. Nothing here is exciting, sadly. Reconnaissance mission is not very good. Don't think we're playing any of these. Pretty happy to take Disallow. That one seems like it could be quite good in our deck. Stab a Sulphur Falls for free. Alright, trying to look for I'd love Escape to the Wilds to come around, but I don't think it's going to. But we would love like Expansion, Explosion, Hydroid Crisis. A couple of really nice ones that would do us a lot of good. Nothing great here, unfortunately. Alright, well, if we pick up a red spell we want, we can definitely play it now. I like Thassa's Intervention. Thassa's Intervention seems like a pretty good one. Solemn Simulacrum, very good as well, in fairness. But I think above and all else in this pack, Thassa's is quite good, and I would like to take it. Probably, the boat probably doesn't make the cut here. We just can't crew it, basically, ever. So, sorry, Sky Sovereign. But you are likely going to go away. Midnight Clock, Ulvenvold Hydra. Some interesting choices here. The clock seems really good with Wilderness Reclamation. Hydra seems individually powerful, but not great in our deck or anything. We don't have any good shooter targets, so I think I'm leaning towards the clock. Clock's probably fine. Mirari's Wake. Basically Reclamation again. Can't really afford to splash that right now, though. No lands to do so. Nothing in this pack seems very good for us. Like, at all. Guess I'm just going to pop this Ronus in case it somehow fits. But I'm not seeing it, I'll be honest. Maze Mine Tome is pretty slick. Happy to pick that one up. Like me a little bit of the Brain Tome. Tome's good. So, goodbye, boat. You're probably not making the cut. And we'll definitely play the Triome. As to whether we play any of these other lands depends on whether we pick up a late red spell that matters. I don't think we're going to, by the looks of it. But you never know. You never know. Spectral Sailor's quite powerful in a deck like this. Plays very well with the mana doubling effects. Let's grab you. This is looking okay. It's very generic green-blue, but it's got some powerful tools. Would like another big spell or two. We're a little short on payoffs at the second. Oh. If you're stopping in and I haven't said it to you already, Merry Christmas, everyone. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Appreciate you stopping by. Nothing here is very good for us, sadly. I guess the Aurora Games is the card we're most likely to play, but none of those are good. What are we building? Currently we're drafting Cube Toothmaker. The Arena Cube has been online for a little while now. Basically it's a custom draft format made up of all the cards on Arena. So it lets you do a number of different things. Morgasm, thank you very much for the follow, by the way. I appreciate that. So we're drafting that set and figuring out what we're putting together at the moment. I guess there's a world we play a Verdurous Gearhulk. Ooh, I keep looking away for just a second. Toothmaker, thank you very much for the follow as well, by the way. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you're having a lovely holiday day today. Not a lot of late goodies for us here, though. Nothing really fits our deck at the moment, so we'll just pick up some slack, some filler, if we don't end up with anything nice. Oh, the Orvenvolt Hydra came round. Okay, we might be able to play that. It's at least a big dumb idiot, if nothing else. So definitely not going to be playing these red lands that aren't the Triome at this point, so we'll get rid of them. It looks like we have a playable pile of cardboard, which is better than some of our cube drafts. Just the drugs of the pack here, the stuff no one really wants, just coming around the table. Nothing really for us here either. Not forcing red-green with a splash of white. I did do that on Christmas Eve, actually, but everybody and their mother has been forcing Christmas colour cube drafts this season. So we gave it a go, but when everyone's doing it, it's really hard to do. Okay, so what do we trim away from this if we're concerned? This is not a 2-drop, so let's not pretend that it is. We'll What do I not like here? I kind of like everything. We are a bit clunked up on early mana. But we can only play 40 cards, so let's not get carried away. The Gearhulk seems pretty vanilla. Ah, my Christmas Fly has returned. Why won't you go away? Yeah, I think the Gearhulk is the worst card in this deck, so I'm going to trim that away. I also seem to have accidentally cut something else, so let's go figure out what that was. Tezzeret, get back in my deck. And yeah, we'll try this out. See if we can pick up some wins with green, blue, good stuff. With some cube games, let's find out. Let's go. Berries and Cream, our first opponent for today. At least with this set of matches. Oh, I can't quite shift the end of this cold. Unfortunately, can't cast our spells with this hand, so it's going away. This one is slightly better. Can have been Disdainful Stroke, because we don't know what we're against. And lead on the tap land. And this is an interesting question. So I can lead on Tangled Flahedron. Or I can play Maze Mind Tome and start drawing cards. I think I like the Mana Dork a little more. Last night you learned that Grandfather Frost, a Russian tradition, looks like Santa but wears blue. That's kind of cool. I did not know that either. I gotta be honest, I'm not very familiar with my Russian traditions. I am decisively English, for better or worse. Grandfather Frost sounds like so much more of a gangster than Santa Claus, though. I'll be fair. Opponent's Oracle of Moldiah comes down a turn too early for us to pact it. This is real scary. They're going to start just lumping a load of lands into play, and I'm not too sure there's much we can do about it. Okay. Oracle is very, very good. Opponent going to attack for 2, that's fine. We'll take our lumps. Cast that Marauder, sure. I'm not going to burn a Pact of Negation on that one. Urian, also fine. So we're going to draw ourselves a card with Maze Mind Tome here. Going to hold on to that Shark Typhoon, I think. Grandfather Frost. That's a pretty cool one. I like that, actually. Opponent will flip some stuff around, and we will untap. I think I'm just going to slam this Ulvenvold Hydra and try to make my way towards something that matters. So let's grab another land from our deck. This Oracle is going to do so much work for my opponent. You hate to see it. You really hate to see it. Just no way of killing it right now, so there's not a ton we can do. Taking some more lumps in the air because we can't stop this Hellkite Marauder from taking reach off of our Hydra, unfortunately. So I probably have to spend next turn making a big old shark with Shark Typhoon just to get blocking. Oh god. I've had like 2 drinks today and I'm hiccuping already. That's not good. What does Spark Double do here? I guess it flickers Stasis Oracle. Yeah, it's been a bit of a slippery slope so far. I think this is fine. We can still recover from this, but opponent... Honestly, the break point here was the Oracle of Moldiah. This flips so many free lands into play for my opponent, and it's really hard to catch up with that sometimes. But that's alright. We're not dead yet. So opponent's gonna get a lot of Thassa's Oracle triggers, but I'm not sure it does very much. So they're gonna Sky Noodle around a little bit. Keeps a Shire on top. That one also quite dangerous. we probably have to pact this. Whoa. Okay, so we untap, we draw Midnight Clock, which doesn't help us very much. I am going to... So this can't ever block because of the Warkite Marauder, so I'm going to attack for 7 and start getting in with the Beefcake. Opponent does throw a Mana Dork under the bus, which is fine by me. So this is still very winnable because Shark Typhoon helps to circumvent the Warkite Marauder trigger. So still very winnable. Just got to be careful about how we sequence. Opponent chucking all kinds of cards to the bottom of their deck with this Status Oracle. Flips it out again. Sure. So they're going to draw a Shire. Thankfully, no land on top of their deck. They'll move to combat. Okay. So that's allowed to happen. I then need to go 4, 5. So this I can do this for 6. Let's go, Barman. How are you today? Hopefully you're having a lovely Christmas morning, and or afternoon, and or evening. Let's eat the bigger of the 2 Sky Noodles. And then opponent will try and slam a Shire, and I will pact it. Nope. Back comes Status Oracle for the 600th time. Opponent gets to flip around their library a little bit again. The Immortal Sun? Oh god, okay. I need to leave this Disdainful Stroke open. Let's pay for the pact. And I have 4 mana, so I need to just draw a card and hold up Stroke. So, sheepishly passing the turn for now. Got a lot of work to do to get this one together. Please no. I do not want you to Disdainful Stroke. Alright, so we have stabilized. The question is now whether we can turn the corner. And the answer to that is, I don't know. Let's find out. Make a Thopter here. And do I just Midnight Clock? I think I just Midnight Clock. I'm really scared to attack because if I attack with either of these, removal spell means that Warkite Marauder stops the other blocker from being able to block any of the flyers and I die. So I'm going to wait at least a turn until I can gain 4 life off of this Maze Mind Tome. I could do that now, I guess. Maybe I should have just done that now. Oh, opponent has a Patient Rebuilding too. Opponent's deck is really good. I knew about this. I'm not massively worried about it. Let's see if they... I imagine they blow up the clock. Alright, let's draw a card then. Gain 4 life. We got a couple of tools in our deck that can get us out of this, but we need to find one of them. Balaguer's Recovery is not bad here. Can pick up a few nice things. Unfortunately, I'm scared to death of this Patient Rebuilding, so I probably just have to pick up Disdainful Stroke to have a chance against that. Tezzeret. Make another dude. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. I think this attack is fairly safe now. Send in Northern Volt Hydra, see how my opponent chooses to block. They do not. Okay, it looks like we're turning this around. Looks like we are managing to turn this one around. It was looking real bad for a while there. Am I drawing or am I making a Thopter? I think I'm making one more Thopter and then starting to draw. Orvenfold Hydra. In you go. Opponent will throw away Thassa's Oracle. Sure. Let's do a little bit of rejuvenation. Thankfully do hit a land. Opponent's Oracle on Mordiah is certainly doing its thing. They have 17 cards left. What is this ultimate on? 9? I'm not even sure we ever ultimate this, to be honest. Let's draw 2 cards. Because we're on 16 cards, so we can afford to do that at least once. Okay. This is looking really good now, folks. Looking really, really good. Punch. Unsurprisingly, the Shark Typhoon Shark gets eliminated, but that doesn't matter. So, sure. Under the bus. I think it's very hard for us to lose this now. Nope. Also nope. Let's adapt this incubation druid at the end of the turn. Alright. Looking very, very good. Just going to churn out another guy here and not accidentally deck ourselves. Lethal. So please block. Hell yeah. This was not looking good for a while there, but we did a good job at turning the corner. Icy Manipulator probably earns a counterspell just for the sake of being safe. Opponent agrees. Alright, game 2. Pull that one right back. I don't think we have anything I really consider playing as sideboard cards, unfortunately, so just going to run this back. Run it back and say, let's go again. That was sweet. That was very, very sweet. Deck is better than I gave it credit for, maybe. See if we can take game 2 in an equal fashion from the lovely Berries and Cream. This hand is quite good. Does have the ability to potentially cast turn 4 Patient Rebuilding if we draw a blue source. So, we'll keep. Opponent with the early ramp as well. Rather you didn't. Alright, not a great set of draw steps so far, to be honest, but the Maze Mind Tome at least is semi-reasonable. Hopefully we can draw a blue source off of this awesome action, one way or the other. Shadow Spear is fine. Xmas Stream, oh, Xmas Stream. Indeed, I personally went with I'm streaming of a White Christmas, but yeah, I was likely to be playing some Magic today anyway, so I thought, hey, let's be live and try and make some lonely people's days better if you're spending Crimbo alone, much like myself. Little bit of cube. Apparently I'm not alone because this Christmas fly will not leave. It's been fascinated with my light for like ages, and every time I try and catch it, I fail. Gem Razor is not good. Did not want to see that. Yikes. That's a yikes. Well, there goes my game plan. Okay, that blocks. That does block. Bonk. Big old lump of Hydra. Turn 4 patient rebuilding is good, but you know what makes it less good? Gem Razor. Gem Razor does make it less good. There is a big old icy manipulator. Alright. A little bit icy. Oh. Balageds. That's a good one. How much mana do I have? 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can do it all. I can do it all. Yoink. Boop. What about a second patient rebuilding? We do get icy manipulated. Ooh, opponent has a black splash. I wonder what that's for. What are you splashing in your green-blue deck, opponent? We'll take 5 here. Damage certainly starting to add up. Need rebuilding to draw us some good ones. Karuga. Draws you 2 cards. That's certainly not bad. Divination on a 5/4 body is certainly reasonable. Opponent mills 2 good ones there, thankfully. Unfortunately, we don't draw any good ones. Let's take a shorter draw with the old Maze Mind Tome there. That, however, is a good one. Can make a 5/5, which is a relevant number. So, off you go. Expecting to get tapped down by Icy Manipulator here. Yep. Moves the old Shadow Spear over. Alright, got no choice but to try and make a 5/5 here, I think. Please don't have a removal spell. Okay. Game number 3 it is. Let's try that again. That Gem Razor was a real pain in the ass. For better or worse. Sheepish hand, but these can cycle. These are early plays, so I think this is okay. Off you go. In comes the Sailor. Okay, Reclamation will be good if I can actually draw lands, but need to do that whole land drawing part first. Thassa's Oracle. So we're going to cycle Lay Claim so that if we hit a land, we can still cycle Boon of the Wishgiver and hold up Essence Scour. Yikes. Still waking up? Fair enough. I was up for a nice early Zoom call with family, but I'm still asleep, don't get me wrong. I'm not used to being live this early. I'm just kind of pushing my way through it. We've definitely had a couple of sequencing mistakes in the Magic realm today where I've just been like, brain wasn't ready. Sorry about that. Do I hold up Essence Scatter here? I don't know. It's so much better to get this Druid in play if nothing's happening, but... Alright. Maybe I'm supposed to hold up Essence Scatter there, I'm not sure. This is probably too valuable to risk attacking into like a Shark Typhoon or something. Opponent with that black source again. Don't think we ever saw what that was for. Outside of like eliminate. We saw exactly eliminate. Alright. Well, reclamation on the table. Hopefully we can start utilizing it somehow. Need to draw a couple of lands though. Elysian Carrier doesn't matter. That's fine. Probably have to bite on Sylvala though. That one is quite good. Okay, we're not dead here, but we're not in good shape. We definitely need some help. Visionary? That is not a land, good sir. I'm going to try and draw another land here, because untapping the 4th mana is kind of nice for Spectral Sailor. We do of course fail to do that. I'll hold up Disallow at least. Take 3 more damage. Yeah, Karuga's not resolving. I know it only draws 1 card, but I can't handle a 5/4 body right now. Orbenvold Hydra. Let's just flip a land into play. Doesn't really matter of what kind. Okay. Gonna start drawing cards with my Sailor now because I haven't got anything to do with instant speed, but we're getting somewhere slowly. Slowly but surely. That would explain the Black Splash. That would explain the Black Splash. How do we beat a Scarab God? Help. I don't know how we beat a Scarab God. That Karuga's gonna suck. Okay, this could be rough. Still not out of this just yet, but... let's keep flipping lands into play. The Flyer is still a good attack. The Orbenvold Hydra is not. At least not at the moment. So I can draw 2 cards this turn now. Spectral Sailor Reclamation is just like so good. So very, very good. I love it. Spark Double? Okay. To be fair, 2 Scarab Gods is not actually that much worse than 1 Scarab God, so... sure. Alright, draw some cards. And again. Ooh, Shark Typhoon. That's probably quite good. How greedy is it to main phase this shark for like a ton? Because I can float 8, 9, 10, 11 mana, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and just make a very lethal shark. But I don't think I need to actually do that. Opponent goes to 9. Yeah, no, I don't actually think I need to do that, so I'm not gonna. What I'm gonna do instead is continue to poke sheepishly in the air. Because flyers, I'm gonna cast this as an actual enchantment, I'm going to Wolf Willow Haven one of my lands, make a 2/2 shark, and I'm going to untap all my lands. I guess I can draw a card first, right? Yeah, sure. Opponent would make a Karuga. Sure. I expected that. That is fine. This is going to be close. Opponent does top the scry. They have a lot of cards. Full grip over here. Oh, the Great Henge. Oh, yikes. I should not have let this resolve. That was silly. I should have tried to draw a counterspell. Don't know why I didn't do that. Hurdy-durdy-dur. Oh, good God. Please give me an answer to this, Urian. Oh, no. It didn't matter either way. Hand is full of lands, but yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot of value from my opponent. Oh, God. Balageds. What does that do? I can get lay claim? Yeah, okay. Okay. Grab this. Make a shark. I think I am supposed to steal the flyer. Because the way I win this game is by killing them in the air. Yoink. What a game this is. This is pretty absurd. I'll be honest, this is pretty absurd. Untap all my lands again. Opponent will grab their Selvala. Okay, if I don't die, I kill him in the air. Just need to not die. Tops one. Oh dear. Oh dear. That is a flyer. This game has been a sweat. Real sweat. Eliminates the 7/7 shark. Can I prevent that? I can. I'll make a 0/0 shark that dies to state-based actions. Oh, this one's close. Icy. Why did that use all my blue? Thankfully it didn't matter, but that's still pretty dumb. Flahedron, okay. So we can adapt this end of turn. This might just be a yeet and let them figure it out moment. Because I'm pretty sure if I don't kill him this turn, I die anyway. Yeah, this board state is pretty absurd. Pretty damn absurd. Yeah, okay, if they don't die this turn, I can't win anyway, so yeet them, let them figure it out. You do it. You figure out the hard part. Maths is for blockers, as they say. Flunge. I believe I'm too short. I'm one short. Disgusting. Fuck you, the Grey Henge. Gah. I don't think I have anything that can kill my opponent here, but I'll take a look. Yeah. That is rough. What a game that was. One short. 1 point short. Wow. Alright. 0-1, unfortunately, with this deck. And we'll flip on to round number 2, I guess. Yeah, it was a close one. I enjoyed that. Did a Secret Santa thing with your Discord? You have gifts you can't open until the 28th just sitting on the floor. That seems like awful rules. Secret Santa would be, you know, Christmas Day, not the 28th. But hey, what do I know? I just work here. This hand is good. I will keep this. Ah, that's actually very sweet. I shouldn't judge so much. Yeah, fair enough. Hopefully it's a lovely day when it happens. Ooh. That Reclamation will probably be very good moving forward. Let's just cast a Visionary on turn 2. Thanks everyone who's hanging out, by the way. Hopefully I'm making your Christmas a little bit better. If you are enjoying the show so far, do consider chucking us a follow if you haven't done so already. Would be nice to see more of you more often, if you like. Hidden Stockpile. Okay. Just going to fix my bubbles. I'm bubbling just a little bit. There we go. Easy fix. Yeah, just going to get this on the go. Pretty easy reclamation for me. Oh. That's a really good reclamation. Turn 3, win the game. I mean, I know they banned this card, but I didn't think it was quite that good. Opponent wants none of my bullshit. And has decided to move on with their life. Another good hand, honestly. Probably cycle this away on turn 1 looking for a land, but some good turn 2 plays, some good payoff. Might hold on to this now. Not sure. No, I think I'm still cycling this. Let's make our way more towards the things we actually care about. Okay, that's a lot of lands, to be fair. So I'm going to Haven here so that my Tome on turn 3 draws me a card. Ugh. Heliod. Yikes, that one's pretty scary, I'll be honest. We keep drawing lands. Keep drawing lands was not the plan. Simic cycling deck when? Good question. I don't know. Wow, the Heliod Birth of Meletus combo. Look at that 1/5 wall. How do I ever get through this? So opponent looks to be just on like black-white life gain. We have so far drawn 0 spells. Just lands. Blows up my Tome. Still just lands. Patient Rebuilding, you're going to have to do some work. Because I don't have a lot else going on. Okay. Alright. We just got to untap. Mill over Shalai, Lyra, Gifted Aetherborn, and then draw a forest. It's like the perfect combination of things. That's basically exactly how we drew it up. Treasure map just doesn't matter. A little bit of the scry. I wouldn't scry now, buddy. That doesn't seem very good. Does bottom, thankfully. Yeah, there is just like no pressure here so far, so we're fine just to let Patient Rebuilding do its thing. Literally be patient. Mills 2 more spells. Feels good. Yeah, pretty happy just to hold Thassa's Intervention, Pact to Negation here and keep letting the mill engine do its thing. Churning through my opponent's library. Thalia, Guardian, Raven. How much do I care about that? That is mildly annoying. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So I need to do this for 3. It's just like just about annoying enough given that Heliod's currently sitting here doing nothing, that I think I'm supposed to fight over it. Mill my opponent for more stuff. Ooh, milled Unburial Rites. Didn't really want to do that. Go, Llanowar Elf. I choose you. Feeling fairly comfortable here, to be honest. Patient Rebuilding's a heck of a drug when it gets going. It's hard to lose games. I think maybe when the pandemic is over, or at least like, you know, we get back to some kind of normality, I might try and build this cube in person for my LGS. We definitely can't have a vintage cube because, you know, money. It's like owning a house. But most of these cards are fairly recent, if not all of them. So we might be able to build this cube. That would be nice. I probably have a ton of these cards still sitting in boxes from standard decks I never sold. So, yeah, that might be something nice to work towards. There's that Unburial Rites. Don't really want that happening. Just going to disallow. It's a shame. Opponent's deck actually looks quite good, but their draw has been fairly awkward. Absolutely. Yep. Please attack. I will make a 2/2 shark. And I imagine my opponent will concede to this. Because this is pretty nasty. Yep. Yeah, I would be equally frustrated in that spot as my opponent was just there, to be honest. That's very rough. My god, Christmas Fly. I know I don't want to be alone today, but go away. Yeah, that was pretty rough. Opponent's deck actually looked pretty good too, and they got smoked pretty handily both games. Let's try and get our money back. Let's get a 2-1 out of this deck if we can. Fingers crossed. Bum 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 bum. All right. Slightly awkward, but a keep. 2-lander here is fine, I think. Obviously would like to draw another land or two, but oh, Sphinx of Foresight from the opponent. I forgot that one was in this cube, to be fair. That's cool. Oh, come on, Scott. I wish I could just go one Christmas without feeling unwell. It would be really nice. Opponent may be looking for lands a little bit here too. Treasure map. That's a bit crap. Really didn't want to miss my land drop there. Gonna cycle the Shark Typhoon looking for it. Ooh, found it. Feel like opponents in a very similar boat to us this game when it comes to their lands. Sphinx only found them one, and then Treasure Map is hopefully going to find them some more. Okay. No second blue source, kind of bones. Wondered if my opponent was going to count on my Explore for a second there. Really would like second blue. Also would like more spells, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. Hedron Archive. Probably got to say no to that. Not ideal, but I think it's a no. Maze Mind Tome. That's a goodie. I will draw a card now because I can hold up Essence Scatter anyway. Perfect. Okay, this is starting to look good. Starting to look good. Let's try and keep this up. A little more scrying for the opponent. Chipping away. 18 turn clock. Birth of Melius is fine. Not going to pick a fight over that. Okay. Elvish Rejuvenator is probably good. We can all do with a little bit of rejuvenation. 17 turn clock. What do you think, Barman? Should I try and build this cube for Lazy Dragon? Was just thinking about it a second ago. Might be nice to have some kind of arena cube in the shop. I think this one's fairly well balanced. Has a lot of cool cards in it. Let's draw ourselves a card with our tome. Okay, that's 4 blue now, so I can afford to try to Tezzeret, which I think I'm probably going to do. Not had a chance to play it? Fair enough. I'm probably missing some stuff, but like most of the stuff in this cube is either currently standard legal or was in standard decks I never bothered to sell after they rotated. So I imagine it probably wouldn't cost that much to put together outside of probably lands. The lands are probably the expensive odd bit. I'm scared to fight over this, but I think I'm gonna. Okie dokie. How many artifacts have I got right now? 1? Okay. Oh, Thrix. Yikes. Tapped out of Essence Scatter. Got Thrixed. That's not good. Thankfully does not have Trample, so we can keep Tezzeret safe. But that is less than ideal. Yeah. Again, they're pretty happy to slam this to turn on tapped out of Essence Scatter, which really sucks. Oh man, that hand had some goodies. That hand had some real goodies left over. Oh dear. Yeah, honestly, I think most of the stuff that I won't have will probably just be like check lands and stuff. But I think it might be a nice thing to do when the store has a play space back. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Oh man, where are my spells? It's surprising what you remember, though. Like, I know I have a random foil Thrix the Sudden Storm somewhere. Because I remember opening it in a booster pack. So, you just remember the weirdest stuff. I have, like, a Japanese Jace somewhere. Like, you know, little things. But it is a lot of fun to play. I think a lot of people would enjoy it. It might make a nice, like, holiday or just before releases kind of event. I think we are in some trouble here. Opponent had way more gas left over than we did. That's not bad. What do I steal with it, though? It's actually really tough. I could just take the Jace, but then it gets killed. I could take one of the Flyers and try and keep my Tezzeret safe, but then I still have to find a way to beat the Jace. I think that's still better, though, honestly. Means Tezzeret survives. Opponent draws in response. Alright, take Thrix, make a Thopter. This one could be quite tight. I think we're still kind of behind, like significantly so, but that Lake Lane was quite the draw. One on top is terrifying. Didn't want to see that. Mill two more. There goes my midnight clock. God damn it. Now I lose Tezzy if my opponent wants me to. Excuse me. Oh, man. Come on, body. Function like a human being. It's actually kind of interesting for the opponent. Yeah, I thought they were going to tap down the Thopter so they could kill Tezzy, but there was an argument to tapping down Thrix, which I didn't hate. Running out of deck here, though. I'm on 12 cards, and this Jace is just kind of going at me. Llanowar Elf is not going to help. Yeah, just kind of flooded out towards the end here. It's a shame. Tis a shame. We'll let our opponent take one more turn, take a draw step. But they're obviously curating their draws with Castle Vantris and the Sphinx. Have an active Jace. It's kind of hard to come back from that. Mills two more lands. Okay, wow. We were not drawing spells anytime soon. To be fair, most of them have been milled over. Illuminations. Balagate is still alive, I think. No, it's in play. It's in play. I played it on turn 1. Let's deck myself. I played it as a land on turn 1. Opponent shows me a Torrential Gearhulk for some reason. You can't negate this, buddy. I have your Thrix in play. Well, now I know they have a Gearhulk. But I am going to get decked by this Jace. So, it does not matter. Alright, game number 2. Game deuce. That's a little unfortunate. I feel like we could have probably got there with that one. Feels like we got punked just a little bit. The chase was quite good. Oh. I want to breathe. Why can't I breathe? This hand is good. We would like to find some lands to shore things up, but you're definitely not complaining about this one. Alright. That's probably just going to be a land here. Turn 4 patient rebuilding might be good this time. Opponent missing their land drop, obviously not ideal for them, but it makes me feel like they almost certainly have counter magic going on over there. They're not missing their land. I'm being silly. Alright, well, they tapped out of counter magic, so that's fine. Bunk. Yeah, I've been ill for the last couple of days, to be honest, Barman. I was obviously pretty unwell earlier this month. Thankfully, nothing to do with COVID or anything, because we came back negative, but I was not in a good way. And it's just never really gone away. Kind of just had the tail end lingering for a bit, which is never great. So just doing my best to power through it. Don't really have much of a choice. Okay, what do we do here? I think I'm fine just throwing Tez into this. Yikes. No counter magic. That went significantly better for me than I expected. I thought there was no way in hell that wasn't getting countered. Hedron Archive, you got it. Two good ones milled from the opponent too. Negate and Shark Typhoon disappearing. Let's draw a handful of cards here. Not bad. Make a Thopter. Get the beatdowns on. Alright. This one's looking much better. Both players are halfway through their deck, which is kind of obscene. Unfortunately for my opponent, I've drawn the cards and my opponent has had them put in the graveyard. Bum ba dum bum. Opponent in the tank by the looks of it. Christmas Fly has returned. I'm going to get him eventually. It's a shame my depth perception is abysmal. Oh. Oh yeah, no. No, can't be having that. That would be a bit good. No Ugins for you. Let's not. All right, anemic beatdowns continue. And we'll hold up the Thassa's intervention to make sure we don't fall victim to something equally problematic. Opponent has an Ugin. That is good to know. Exclusion Mage. Don't think I care about that. Sure. Dungeon Geist. Yeah, that one could probably go. Don't want flyers in the way just in case my opponent doesn't get decked. Midnight Clock is not bad here. Definitely a little flooded though. 100% a little bit flooded. Thop to beats. Thop to beats. Well, at least I should be able to churn through this clock plenty quick. Chase Wielder of Mysteries, yeah. Gotta make sure we kill that one. Otherwise, well, Patient Rebuilding gets a lot worse. Mills himself. Yep. Does mill the ECD, thank God. Chichink. Mills Champion of Wits. What have you got left? 6 cards, so I think I have to ultimate this Tezzeret. Which I don't think I've ever done before, but there you go. And the reason I'm doing that is so that I can get Lay Claim to take this Jace off the table. Well, put it on my side of the table. If that makes sense too. Tezzeret. Grab me Lay Claim. Yoink. Big yoink. You can cast a Scarab God. That one does not matter. Irrelevant. Think we've got this? Grabs Champion of Wits. Yeah, that's a thing you're allowed to do. If you like. Leaves you on 1 card in library. Yep, alright, game 3 it is. Game 3 for all the marbles. See if we can do a little bit of that all over again, shall we? I think that might be the first time I've ultimated Tezzeret the Artificer. Or whatever this Tezzeret is, the M15 one? M19 one? M19 one. Same set as Sai. Yeah. Don't think I've ever automated that before. That's kind of cool. Oh, Christ almighty. Why am I so tired in the middle of the day? I don't understand. Alright, game number tray. Let's do this. Let's see if we can grab ourselves all the marbles. All of the marbles. I think this is fine. Unexciting, but fine. Come on. Show me what you got, opponent. Sphinx of Foresight again. 3 top. Oh no. Now I like a top as much as the next guy, but that's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. Does shock. Alright, well we're on for turn 3 reclamation, but I can't help but feel like that's not going to happen. Which is Cauldron. Can't help but notice that I'm clipping just a little bit, so give me a second just to tweak my filters around. As you can imagine, as I say, I normally go live significantly later in the day than this, so my lighting is a little off, just solely off the back of that. Alright, show me what you got. What they had was a negate, sadly. Okay. Chromatic Lantern. What do I do now? Do I just ballot gets back the reclamation? I think I should. Let's grab this again. Off you go. Does cast the Sphinx. I think this is fine. Don't think I care about this too much. Nice, nice. Recast Reclamation. Full control for a second here. Am I doing anything extra with this mana? I probably am, right? I'm probably just making a decent sized shark. So let's make sure I stop at the end of the turn, full control. And float, make a color of mana, not that it matters. Then resolve this, and then we go 2, so we have 7 total. Do this for 5. There we go. Alright, opponent missing land drops, so hopefully they fail to find them even with a Sphinx. We can only hope. We can only hope. Nope. Technically I can Pact a Negation this turn, if I really want to. I kind of like saving that for Ugin and stuff though, because we need to just like have a steadfast answer to the big boy. I know they're 3 turns away. Merry Christmas, Quaff. Lovely to see you. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Have a drink on me, okay? Thanks for saying hello. How are you today? I think I'm just drawing a handful of cards. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wilderness Reclamation. Who thought this card was a good idea? Spoiler alert, not me. Oh, Quaff. Thank you so much for your generosity, my dude. Gifting out some gift subs. I really appreciate that. Emushe, Boredom, Morgasm, Booster Crazy, Little Pink Robin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome along to HowlingMines, courtesy of Quaff's generosity. It does make me laugh every time that Quaff gives out gift subs. And then, like, it's just like, nah, no big deal. Much love. I'm like, I appreciate it, dude. It really does mean a lot. Appreciate the support. Merry, Merry Christmas indeed. 'Tis the season and all that. You say that, but you do it every season. You're just a very generous soul, good sir, and I appreciate that. Solemn Simulacrum is completely fine here. Opponent just hitting their land drops slowly but surely. I'm going to cycle this Triome. And sure, I'm done. I'm a giver, what can I say? You certainly are. Certainly are. Far, far too generous. Okay, just going to keep working our way towards hopefully finding some more counter spells, which I would really like to do. I feel like the only way we lose this is if I can't find a way to keep my board safe. So I'm going to try to keep my board safe. Poke with a shark. Get anything nice this year, buddy? Anyone pick up any nice Christmas presents? Hopefully it's the family as well. I probably have to stop that from happening. Seems a bit good. I can take a hit here. Let's draw some cards. New coat, nice. Hope it's something very fancy. Ulvenvold Hydra, sure. Boop. Maybe you can't open them yet, also perfectly reasonable. I'm hopeful for your sake that there is something nice for you, my dude. This is getting a little awkward now. I'm really worried about getting Ugin. So let's just smack in the air, and then at least this way, if I get Ugin, I should be able to lay claim the Ugin and kill them with it. Yeah, that sounds good. Boop. This has been really nice. This deck was actually quite sweet. I am surprised by how good it's performed, but that's mainly because Wilderness Reclamation is a messed up Magic card. Exclusion Mage does not matter. That's fine. Thief of Sanity is a cool little one. Okay, opponent putting up a fight. They are definitely putting up a fight. I do only have 15 cards left. We've got to be kind of careful here not to deck ourselves out by accident. So let's draw a card before we make any decisions. Okay, I'll try that again. Ah, Patient Rebuilding, okay. So let's block this. Yeah, I can actually just activate Clock a bunch whenever I want to, really. I'm in no immediate rush. Boop. Gotta be honest, we're kind of coming up a little short here. I guess. I'm so scared of Ugin. Like, so scared of Ugin. I think I have to play around it because I can. Like, I would normally just fire off this lay claim on the Thief of Sanity. But we've seen the Ugin, and if my opponent has it, I just get completely ruined. So I need to not do that. Oogly boogly? Exactly. Big scary oogly boogly. Let's do a bit of that. Yeah, I think so. And then we do this one more time. Untap my lands. One top. Yep. I can just feel it in my bones. There is 100% an Ugin over there. I know it's coming. I knew it. Piece of shit. Alright, well, let's try and counter it, because obviously countering it is significantly better for us than just stealing it. Failed. There's 11 cards left. Nice. Opponent agrees, that is very nice. Rewarded. Played around the Ugin. Did not get punished. Mills the Scarab God and the Gearhulk at the same time. Thopter. 9 cards left. Gotta be careful to not get myself decked out here. So now I think I steal this. Boop. And dump a 12-12 with reach into play. Opponent didn't sack their Sphinx, by the way. They definitely should have done. Land. And then 1 in the air. Feel good about playing around that Ugin, I'll be honest. That was big brain. I needed that. Untap all my lands, and I should just be able to turbocharge this clock to refill my deck. Hedron Archive is fine. You're just going to crack it to draw cards. Yep. Dungeon Geists. Yeah, sure. Locks down their own Sphinx. And then concedes. Big brain. Played around the Ugin. Got my money back with a 2-1 with this deck. That was really, really sweet, actually. Very, very sweet. I enjoyed that.